All right, moving on. So, talking of travel, talking of going places, we talked about traveling a little bit in one of our older podcasts. You can check that out. But today we're going to exclusively talk about the poker bag. So, some people hate the poker bag. I'm a prepper, so I love my poker bag. Dude, it's heavy as hell. I'm that guy. But listen, and
It's like a poker rucksack.
Yo, it is. Listen, I'm going to explain to you all the things we got in here. Now, first, I got to give a shout out to our buddy Rob Palmer. Rest in peace. He passed away. He actually gave me this book bag. Years ago, we started a charity thing called Team Counterfeit, where we were raising money for actually your wife's
pancreatic cancer research. It's a nonprofit that my wife and her best friend started. It's called Palcor. Again, they raise money every year and donate their money towards pancreatic cancer research. They have a golf outing, and then we formed this team, and we vowed to
raise some money.
Yeah, raise money for them, like give a percentage of our winnings whenever we won towards Palcor every year.
And so Rob Palmer, who has passed away, unfortunately, was a huge donator, and he actually got me this book bag. But, dude, I love this book bag. It's like, I've had this for many years, and like if it ever falls apart, I'm gonna find on eBay like something very similar.
Yeah, I have one too. I use it for everything.
Dude, it's such a great bag. So anyway, I'm gonna go through stuff. Now, listen, here's the thing. Here's my main reason of why I keep all this crap in my book bag. Because when you're playing for like high limits of money, you don't need something like a headache or like just being
indigestion.
Yeah, like just something little to like completely throw off your body.
Mm-hmm.
Or, set you off. Now, people are going to go, wow, you should be a pro player. You should know how to handle that. But, like, I'm a human person. Things happen. So the better that I'm prepped for the situations, I feel like I'm better in control of my outcomes. So, do you want to go down through some of the list? And I'll kind of show you some of the
let's
stuff?
actually start with the number one most important thing is exactly what you said. I get migraines.
Yes.
Right? I am someone who suffers from migraines. So, if you're on medication where you bring your prescription medication to have on hand in case something happens to you. Headache medicine, something that you know is going to work.
I get bad headaches, so I get sinus headaches. You get migraines, I get sinus headaches. So Advil, Tylenol, this is a must-have in my bag at all times.
Not only that, but like, look, man, carry some Pepto, carry some Imodium. Like, make sure you have this stuff on hand. And I shit you not, there have been so many people who come and they just make a question at the table like, yo, does anyone have any Excedrin or does anyone have any Tylenol? And I'm like, I got you, dog. Yeah. And I know I probably shouldn't because it's technically my competition and I'd rather have him thrown off his game. But it feels good to be able to provide to someone like, yeah, I got it. Like, yeah. And people always say like, yo, what else you got in that bag? Because once I open it up, it's like you know fucking Pulp Fiction where they open up the suitcase and you don't know what it is and it's like fucking gold. It's like, what is that?
They always,
it's like gold shines out. They're like, yo, you got high chews in there? Well, let me get some of them.
What else you got in there?
So that's number one. Make sure you have some sort of medication to deal whatever ails you. You know, Pepto, some pain reliever.
Legal medication.
Yeah, stuff that you're prescribed. I mean, yeah, look, whatever. Right. All right, so number two.
What else you got? I'm gonna see if I got them.
Let's see. I would say definitely have some snacks on hand.
I don't have snacks in this bag just because I'm not going anywhere right now, but I do pack snacks. Now, here's mine. I pack high protein snacks like trail mix, things like that. I try to avoid sugary snacks. Like I don't really put candies in there and things like that. Hey, but like again, especially if you're like low blood sugar, maybe that's something you want to carry in your bag, but. Me personally, I try to put like an apple in there. If it's like a day trip, I'll put just like a trail mix bag. Yep. Just something very simple in there. So yeah, snacks.
Definitely have snacks. And we talked about this, like you said, in last year's podcast about traveling smart, traveling on a budget to some extent. Look, casino prices for snacks and food and drinks is like 3 to 4 times the amount that you'd pay in any type of regular store. So do yourself a favor, save yourself some extra bucks, and plan ahead.
And plus, listen, here's the other thing though. Even if it's not about saving money, it's about bringing what you actually like. Because sometimes the casinos
don't have
what you want.
Yep.
What else you got
and again, you can like, and it's kind of silly. Like you make friends by having snacks. Like I said, I bring high chews. If you don't know what high chews are, like I'm telling you right now, like they're like Starburst on crack. I bring a bag of high chews, and once I start popping them, like the dude to my right or left are like, "Yo, can I get one?" And then, who knows? That guy might take it easy on you when he flops a set against your,
maybe
top. No, but I'm
no,
serious.
no,
They might think you're cool. Like,
Danny
oh,
on
dude,
the
I don't want
grind.
to do
Danny
this.
on the grind always recommends trying to make friends with the person to your left, like because they're gonna be the ones you're gonna be attacking a lot and trying to get away stuff.
Hey,
I'm gonna throw this out there. Your player cards, I keep them all stacked and organized. I have about 1 billion now, so I keep all those in there.
Jesus, dude, look at these. Look at these player cards. This is absolute insanity.
It's a whole.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So and they're all like current too. Like they're all.
You
ones,
need like a fucking degen stat on your forehead.
They're all like pretty active. Like I went through them last year or two,
God.
and I've used like a good.
You
amount
get tier
of them.
match on those, dog.
All right. What else you got for me? What do you got?
All right. So I mean, this is also of the utmost importance. A phone charging cord.
Okay.
A phone plug.
Okay.
And a potential jump pack, like a battery pack charged, ready to roll.
I got my WSP. I got this from a swag pack I won online. I got my battery charger, and I keep my cable in here. And then I also keep. I thought I had a little block too in here somewhere.
I always carry a block.
But you know what? Most places now the poker tables have like the charging. So as long as you have the cable, you might be good.
Should be good.
But
Should
I
be
always
good.
carry a cable and my battery pack in there as well.
And it sounds. Probably going a little bit extreme, but I actually will bring the actual cord to charge the charger too.
Yes.
Just because sometimes these things, they're not foolproof, meaning you might have charged it 2 months ago, but then you turn it on, then it's ran out of the juice. So you might need to juice that up at the casino or wherever you're at while you're playing. All right.
What else you got for me?
So I had mints or gum. You said not necessarily like candy or sweet stuff, but I always
gum. No, I do carry gum. I actually have it down below here. I'm not gonna rip through. I have a gum down here.
Yeah, I know you always carry gum with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna break this out though because I don't know if you have all this, so I'm gonna break through it real quick. I have a bag inside of a bag, bro.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna show you what I got in here though, real quick. One, my overnight travel bag. I've used it a couple times. It has like toothbrush, toothpaste. Conditioner, washing. My gums in here, some breath mints, and some cough drops. I carry this and a bar of soap because a couple times, like I've traveled somewhere, like I've gone down to Maryland. I guess right before COVID, actually went down to Maryland. Me and Neiman went down there, had like a super deep session, playing cash. We were running good. We didn't want to leave. But then it was like 4 a.m. So we're like, bro, I don't want to drive 2.5 hours. So we just got a room. So having this in my bag, like a little overnight bag.
Yeah, like an emergency if you decide to stay.
Yeah, so having that, especially if you're going to travel, like, local. Two, I always carry this as well, no matter where I go. It's my first aid med bag. I have a tourniquet on here. I have some gauze, some Band-Aids.
In case Anthony gets stabbed for his player's cards.
Yes. But I always carry a first aid kit with me, a little mini first aid kit. And then a couple other things I carry. I always carry a lock because if you're like going to the spa, like if you go to the casino hotels, usually if you go in the men's locker room, there's always a spa. So like if you're working out or whatever, I always carry my lock with me as well. So that's what I got in there. Just my bag within a bag. But that's pretty much my like overnight bag.
I got you.
I just keep that all organized.
It's good to have it on hand. I mean, it's not necessarily something that I have packed in mine, but again, like, I don't consider some of that stuff. Like you're right. Like you might make a decision to stay wherever you're at and you're traveling where you originally had thought I'm gonna shoot back. So no, it's good. It's a good thought process. So in the world of COVID, I had listed obviously have some hand sanitizer with you.
Do I have that? That might be in the bottom there.
We are getting back to the time where masks are no longer mandated. So you sure as shit can bet there's going to be those wonderful players hacking into their hands and sneezing and coughing into their hands.
I do have the hand sanitizer. Yes.
So make sure you have this on hand.
I do.
Just for your own individual, like I don't know, whatever hygiene. Offer it to other people at the table when they're hacking in their hand. Because again, I don't think the casinos are moving totally away from it. I know that there's still hand sanitizer on the tables. The dealers are still wearing masks. But again, COVID kind of taught us that we tend to take a lot of things for granted. So, hey, have it on hand. And I also had, on my list of things, can't hurt to have a face mask with you because
Face mask, extra face mask.
And I'm
just in
not
case.
saying because of like a you know an emergency mandate where you're gonna have to put a mask on. Well, one,
But
you
if
might
you're-
not necessarily know the rules of the casino you're going to, and two, hey, somebody could be fucking losing their lungs at the table,
Yeah.
and you feel some sort of way. Throw that face mask on. There's nothing saying that you can't. And on top of it, yo,
hide some
like
bluffs,
exactly,
right?
like
Yeah.
now, like you got to think about it. Before COVID, people would like wear scarves or wear hats and glasses, and like some casinos like, no, you can't hide your face. But now there's nothing saying that you can't wear a mask at the table. Like we're never
Yeah.
coming back from that. So if you got used to kind of hiding your tells with your mask, hey,
Yeah, use it.
have it with you so that
I carry it, but I also carry it because like if you have to go on a plane, you still have to wear it on a plane right now, so that's the other reason. What else you got for me, sir?
All right. So if you are someone who wears glasses or contacts,
yes.
make sure you have
Listen,
your glasses case, your contact case.
now these are like banged up glasses, but I carry them because I usually wear these. But if I'm not wearing these, I wear contacts. And like these are prescription if you're wondering at home. These glasses here, but I carry a backup like just an old pair in my bag because like dude, if I've lost a contact before and it's ruined
terrible,
my day. Ruins my day.
terrible. I normally wear glasses. I have contacts as well. Same thing. If something happens to a contact, it screws up your entire day. And if there's like a scratch on it or you lose one, you already said it. Like you can't see that well. So make sure you carry an extra set of glasses with you. And then always have contact solution in case you need
I
to
do
clean
down
your
below
clean,
my
clean
overnight
your,
part.
um,
What else you got
all right.
for me?
So I have two more on my list, and then you can add to it. A hoodie or a sweater. Always have some sort of like warm weather.
I don't have one in
gear.
here, but I do always throw one in my bag.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most takes up the most room is like I throw a hoodie or like one of these all the time because casinos can be like the most frigid place on the face of the earth.
Seriously, nothing's more uncomfortable than not being comfortable.
Yes.
Like sitting in the Rio when the AC's at like 50 degrees and it's 105 outside. You got to have something. Unless you're just a warm body person, you know yourself better than anyone else. But hey, you get stuck under an AC vent, you're going to be like, all you're going to care about is like, oh my God, it's so cold in here. And it's going to really throw you off your game. So I always carry a hoodie with me. And I usually wear pants to the casino. I mean, some people might disagree. I'm not really a
usually wear
shorts
pants.
guy. But and then the last thing I have, and this is probably, they're kind of go hand in hand. Have something in the bag with your contact information in it. Your name, phone number, maybe your address, just in case you're a dingbat like me
I have
who
a piece
leaves
of paper, I have a piece of paper with actually
who
my name
leaves
and
their
phone
bag
number.
on the back of their chair. Because listen, I did this at the Venetian this past summer.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
luckily I had my wallet in there. I mean, I say luckily, but my wallet was in there and my ID, so that the guy knew who I was, and he pretty much found me where I was staying, but I kind of had already figured it out and I was on my way back. But if you don't have something in there with your like identifiers, you might not be able to track it down. And the last thing, and they have these for kids as well. I have one in my son's backpack. Apple or whatever has these tracking devices. They're these little tiny discs that you can throw somewhere discreetly in your bag that if God forbid someone walks off with your shit.
I don't have that. That is a good one to write down, dude.
So-
got me. I thought I was gonna have everything you were gonna say, but that, you know what, an Apple tag is now on my list to get.
So there are people out there, not me, because I don't have tens of thousands of dollars to put in my poker bag, that will walk around with like thousands of dollars in cash or chips. I see that all the time. People playing and they pull chips out and they've got like stacks and stacks of chips in their bag. Yo, you're making yourself an easy target. And if someone scoops your shit and you have that tracking device, you can at least utilize that to track down your bag. I mean, sew it into the stitching or put it in one of those secret little pockets or something so that no one can find it. Because again, we all know that sometimes we put really, really valuable things into our bag. I mean, for those of you traveling from out of the country, your passport, I'm sure, as your source of ID. You lose that shit, you might not be traveling back to wherever you're from without getting like an emergency visa and all kinds of shit. And that's just a fucking headache. So That's the extent of my list. What do you have?
I'm gonna rip through a bunch of these. One, I carry a water bottle. I don't drive a BMW. I got this literally at like a dollar store.
You've had that forever.
I know,
dude.
but I fill it up all the time. I use it all the time. So a portable water bottle. This one, I'm surprised you didn't throw this on there. Deodorant, man. Deodorant.
No, I did have that on my list.
Oh.
I did. I skipped over.
Deodorant and baby powder. I'm telling you, if you're, listen, shit's fucking cold.
Deodorant, some body spray or cologne or something.
This goes with an overnight bag as well, but I also kind of carry all the time. I carry like an extra pair of shorts and a t-shirt because, dude, I sweat a lot, man. So I need the deodorant. But like, dude, like sometimes late or like, again, if you're sleeping over somewheres, have an extra t-shirt, some shorts, like, whatnot. That's a pretty easy one. Just same thing, deodorant spray. That just goes hand in hand with that.
Yeah.
And then my AirPods.
Yep.
I'll throw the AirPods in
I'm
there.
not a big so I didn't have it on my list. I'm not a big music guy at the table. I tend to be the guy who likes to not chit chat, but I like to just be present in the space, like listen to what everyone's saying. But obviously you want to have your headphones if you're with that kind of guy.
This one, dude, my lower back just straight crap. This is like the best $9 investment I could
had
probably.
That forever,
dude,
too.
I have two of them. I use them all the time. I use it on my computer desk. I use it on a poker table. It's a lumbar pillow is what it's called. They're like $9 on Amazon. They're absolutely great.
Didn't they give them away for free one year at the series?
This is just one I bought off Amazon, but I'm sure they probably did.
I think they gave away like lumbar spines or like seats, like pads you can sit on.
You know what? They gave away a pad, 100%, because I remember having one of those.
Yeah.
But dude, if you have lower back problems or you just like want to have better posture, dude, these things are great. I always take this to every place I've gone to. I think that's pretty much like it. We kind of covered everything else. I think I pretty much had in there. Just masks. What's in there? Oh, that was just a pair of extra glasses.
Yep.
Oh, a book. I always carry a book with me, dude, no matter where I go, like in my car. Because, dude, you get stuck somewhere, you're on a dinner break, you just want to, like, reset your mind. I'm a book reader, so that. And then this is more of travel, but my iPad. I used to play more on this when I was playing, but I found myself to be more focused by not using the iPad. But for traveling, again, on dinner break, or you're, like, FaceTiming your kids, like, my iPad is definitely, my mini iPad is, like, where it's at. And, journal. I write for uspoker.com, so I always just take this because I write down some notes or whatever on there. I know that that's not for everybody else.
I think if you're serious about playing too, even if you're not using a journal, like using your notes to like document your session, document how, like a particular hand, like how a hand went. Yeah, it's always good.
All right, last two. Because you got to be a degenerate. You got to have a deck of cards on you at all times because you don't know where a game's
This dude's
going
to start a game on the Rio floor.
If it gets real, you break out the dice. So that's what I got in my poker bag.
Yahtzee.
Again, I'm a little more of a prepper than most people, but I'm telling you, like, some basic stuff goes a long way, especially, like, headaches, deodorant.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Just some little stuff to get by. And you're going to learn from experience because you're going to go, damn, I wish I had it. Like, the AirTag. Now I'm going to go get one because you have a conversation or something happens and brings it up. But that is what is in my ultimate poker bag. So now you know when you see me carrying this hunk of junk around, you know that I got pretty much everything you need in there to help you out. So that's what we got, guys, for you this episode of the Nerd Enthusiast Poker Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and we will respond to all the comments to you guys if you drop it down below. Good, bad, the ugly, we don't care. So that's what we got. Make sure you also check out all our social media and our Patreon. All right? Thanks, guys.
Peace.